Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages. Let's cleanse and clear the energy of it. It doesn't want to light on fire. There we go. Okay. Let's see what Spirit has for us today. Yes. Tuning in and tapping in, getting messages of gorgeousness for us as we navigate the world in which we create with our minds and our actions and our belief systems all lining up together. Yes, okay. What is this? It is patience, okay? Yes, we are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. Okay? What's that song? You gotta have patience, yeah. Just a little patience. I've been walking the streets tonight, just trying to get it right. It's hard to see with so many around. No, I don't like being stuck in the crowds, and the streets don't change, but maybe the name. I ain't got time for the game, 'cause I need you. Yeah, but I need you. Ooh, I need you. Why I need you. Okay. You are looked after. Wow. Confirmations. Glor. Okay. Be patient. You are gorgeously looked after. And number 12. Beautiful. Okay. Don't rush the gorgeous cake that the universe is baking for you. For your surprise birthday party. That the universe is going to make sure you don't spoil by arriving earlier than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That was a nod to my 17th birthday that came up not too long ago. Okay. Wunjo. Joy. Gorgeousness. With some gorgeousness on the side, okay? Yes. But Isa did flip, and Isa speaks about stillness, focus, self-control, stability, okay? So this is an undercurrent, a foundational energy is the stillness period, this receptive patience. Yes, okay. But our card is a Wunjo. Okay. Joy, pleasure, belonging, kindreds, and prosperity. Okay. The hummingbird is joyful as he dances in between the flowers. His happy energy and satisfaction and harmony with life brings his wishes into being. Okay? Let's revisit that sentence. His happy energy and satisfaction and harmony with life brings his wishes into being. He dances his dance surrounded by the jewel-like flashes of his friends and family. Wunjo, with its ecstatic energy, is a most welcome rune in a reading. It has a certain bittersweetness as the final rune of the first et, bringing the whisper of change or a shift, like the first rays of a sunset after a perfect day. When this delightful rune pops up, you can expect joy, fellowship, and harmony, a symbol of well-being. It brings love, prosperity, and fulfillment. Okay, you are looked after. Be patient. Wait for it. Okay. I'm getting this giant wait for it buffer. Your new life is loading. Guess we don't have those anymore. I guess we do have those. The little loading bar. And then it's like almost, and then it freezes for a bit. This is why you just don't sit there and watch it. Go focus on your harmony and your joy and your gratitude. Go frolic in your garden, and when you come back, it's ready, right? Or it's ready already and you're too busy in it to wait. To hold the frequency of waiting is to maintain the frequency of waiting. So be it to see it and release everything else that no longer serves. Let's fall. This one keeps wanting to fall. And so it is solar calm and clarify. Okay, it fell twice just sitting here. I guess I was picking this one up and putting them back. Okay. So we've got release and clarify. And I want to say release thoughts that try to complicate things beyond the need to. Think of it as energy allocation, right? Trying to figure everything out is taking away from the fuel, right? It's like waiting for your surprise birthday party or your surprise party. Instead of just like sitting there tapping your feet and waiting, you're going dancing, you're getting stuff done. And before you know it, hey, we gotta go. We got the place to be, right? Okay. So let's look up the solar calm in the astro book on number 16. When the sun is calm with few sunspots or solar flares, its steady energy is quiet and soothes any turbulence in our solar system. Right? Patience and this knowing that you are looked after, allowing you to be in joy, to be gorgeous. Okay. The volume is turned down on all the other aspects of your astrological chart. Telescopes can see further into space. People tend to search for the metaphysical. That's a weird sentence. Just right there. Plant growth slows down on Earth, but the arts and creative processes often blossom. Politics tend to be opinionated, but quiet attitudes more entrenched. It is a hard time to start a revolution. Okay. Okay, meditation helps turn down the noise of the outer world and listen with clarity to the knowing within. Let go of the details of the story and feel the call to spirit, to connection, and to the interconnectedness of all existence. In this quiet clarity, you can see far away to the distant stars and come to understand the overarching patterns. Okay. Stillness is coming through with calm, okay? Isa is this connected. It's a stillness that allows connection, a calm that allows for clarity, right? Think of the surface of a pool. You can see to the bottom when the surface is calm. Okay. Okay. You are also more able to see the reflection of yourself upon the surface. Okay, we got a tower coming out of the boom bang a bing here. And calling for still clarity, patience. Okay, this tower is either bringing in whatever it is you are patient for, or this during this period that you are required to maintain and to recognize and trust that all things are working in your favor, right? And to remain calm and joyful in the face of disruptions, knowing that it is all working for you. This is part of the shifting process. Knowing that for things to be different, things need to be different. And a willingness to allow the things to fall away and crumble as opportunity to regrow, right? To regrow. Look at this. Okay, looking at the towers in a different perspective, in a different way. Moving the rose quartz up, okay, grounding into your heart space while you are in suspended animation. What is this? Introspection. Okay, dedication, devotion, introspection, and movement on ideas, on offers, on ahas, on thoughts that inspire. Okay. Okay, 5 of Swords. My samurai. I'm just noticing there's a bit of the plastic, and it looks like a giant bird here. I don't know if you can see. Okay. We've come too far to start over again. Okay, so my storage was full, and so the camera stopped and was like, get rid of some, make some space if you want to record some more, okay? Which is part of the message. Creating space to allow for new things to come in. This is the movement of energy, right? You study feng shui, and it talks about energy moving through your space and how to utilize it, keep it moving, keep it fresh, right? So this needing to empty your storage, this is a call to deal with your excess of crap and get rid of it, okay? Even if you don't know how to seek help from others, okay? But what I was saying was, there's a bit of the plastic that is still on this card and it looks like a big bird, okay? There's the tail, there's the wing, and there's a bit of a head here. See it? The beak. Can you see it? Can you see it? So through your introspection, this is allowing you the eagle eye view perspective, right? To be able to look at things from different perspectives and to recognize, it's like your dedication to your connection. Okay, I'm getting this the solar calm, clarity, Isa, right? The connecting port. Where are we here? Here, this dedication to you has fundamentally changed you and your ability to self-reflect. This is all helping you. So when the towers happen, when disruptions happen, you are able to look in, okay, big picture, right? How is this affecting me on a big picture? Is it worth my time and energy? Yes, no, maybe so, right? And moving accordingly. Okay. This Two of Wands here has the balance of the masculine and feminine on the end of this wand here, and this position of experience with this patch coat and these two worlds and seeing beyond the veil. Okay, so this is my card of your actions that you are taking that are having an effect in the physical. Passionate movement. Whew, and hot heat is rising up. So moving on your passions. Oh, yes. Towards gorgeousness. Towards emotional fulfillment. Towards a happily ever beyond. Happily ever beyond. And this is the other thing that clarity affords you, to easily recognize when there's something in your pond that you don't want. Get out of here, right? But when it's tumultuous, when there's lots of things going on, it's easy for things to exist within it that we are not aware of because we're too distracted by all the other things, right? Part of the clarity of it all. Okay, we've got the Knight of Swords. Okay, holding firm in your gorgeousness. In the world that you want to create, making the right choices, holding the right attitude of gratitude. Okay, this is embodying this, that you are looked after, that you are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm, right? You are able, you are in your faith. In your knowing that all things are working in your favor and that you are a freaking magician. Okay? Yes. You alchemize all of the things and turn them into gold. How's that for a tower? Guess what? You're a freaking magician who alchemizes everything into gold. And you're like, what? Well, that dismantles a lot of things in my life. Like limiting beliefs, and it makes me feel stronger. Okay, your strength comes from where you came from, and you reinvest it into your gorgeousness. Okay, so this tower could be that tear down of the old structure of living not in joy. I don't know. I just got have you ever been flirting with somebody and you're both attracted to each other and you play and you flirt and you bob and weave and ebb and flow and and then after, I don't know, several hours of doing this little run around, you finally make out. Okay? And the minute that you do, you realize that you could have been doing that the whole time, right? So I don't know why Spirit gave me that as an example, but that could be this tower, right? This like, what? I'm a magician? What? I can alchemize everything that comes my way? What? I can choose how I respond to the things that are given to me? What? I don't have to pick up everything people give me? Like all these kinds of self-empowerment, like a realization of your power. I can choose to say no. I can choose to not respond. I can choose to not engage. I can choose to act different, to believe different, to achieve different, to be joyful, right? Yes, okay. All of those things. Okay, let's get a couple of these guys. I painted my cards twice on both sides. And one of the sides needs a thrice, okay? So take your time. This is the thing, we can have a plan of how things are going to work out, but it's not until you get into it that you realize what you actually need and what you don't, right? Okay, something about that. But we've got your blessings wanting to be yours, okay? Also your ability to recognize the blessings that you already have in your life. The abundance. To recognize where you don't have abundance is to recognize a lack of abundance, which is to fuel lack of abundance, right? So we focus on where we have abundance in our life. Right now, I have abundance of blueberries because I bought a pack of blueberries, right? So, or time to do a reading, like there are abundance of clean air to fill my body with. Now I'm going to consciously breathe to pull it in, stuff like that. Okay. Burn wants to come out again for us. Okay, there's a transmutation. I'm getting dragons, fire to cleanse. Also violet flame. There is a lot of cleansing fire, and the transformation that the fire process does, right? It turns one thing into another thing. And release, yes, because we've got the release. So this is that introspection of the things, thoughts, feelings, whatever that comes our way, to be able to clearly look at it and recognize, is this something to keep or is this something to release, right? We've got celebrate. Okay, celebrate this time. This time is meant for celebration because you're a freaking magician, okay? And you are looked after, okay? And patience is a virtue. We've got temperance, trust in the process, and your ability to stand firm in your truth. This is the sword that the process has gone through, and now you are required to use it to stand firm, to anchor yourself in. Again, I'm getting the stillness, right? The dedication to self and how it changes you into one better prepared for love. Okay, yes, beautiful. That could be what's coming in as a tower worth celebrating, and you're releasing all other things that you no longer need, like defense mechanisms, right? You need a different set of defense mechanisms when you're in this stage than you do in this stage, right? I mean, look at this knight. He's fully protected, okay? And this one just has ropes. Not so fully protected. Okay, let's look for an oracle confirmation from the fungi. It's verdigris agaric. Verdigris. Agaric. Verdigris. And number 31. Verdigris agaric. You are beautiful, and what you are doing is beautiful. Okay. You and your purpose need to stand out because you are different, and this is exactly what is needed at this time. It is time to make yourself seen and show the world the beauty you have to offer. This could be a tower. You could be causing towers in other people's life because of how joyful and looked after and patient that you are, and your ability to see blessings in all things and to alchemize, and the strength that you get from that, and your endurance and your receiving and movement of love, right? You can cause towers in people's lives because they're like, what? No, and all that. Okay. This is a beautiful card to pull, indicating it is something or someone's time to really make an impression. Standing out for being different or unique can be daunting, but rest assured it will be worth it. Gorgeous. What impresses you in others? Are there certain qualities you admire that you could benefit by taking on yourself? Is there someone who could really use a compliment at the moment because they don't fully believe in themselves? Whatever the situation or the person, this card is saying now is the time. Don't wait any longer. The world needs more unique and beautiful beings in the world. Be that person, get that project off the ground, or help elevate someone who needs you. When you stand up and make an impression on someone, it can have a life-changing effect on them. Like causing a tower, okay? You know, those people who have maybe seen what you have gone through and thought that it would break you or make you less than, and here you are, joyful and shining, knowing you are looked after and being patient and gorgeous, right? As a magician, embodying your power. And they're like, what? No, that's cray cray. Maybe they're onto something, right? You never know who may be watching in silence and admiring your beauty. You might help someone find their path by watching your journey and seeing how brave you are by standing out and making yourself seen. I don't know why we're here now. We never know how long we are here for, so make your life count. Your purpose doesn't need to be a big one. Just do it well and stand proud, like verdigris agaric. Okay. I meant no offense to anybody with an accent. I just have echolalia, or whatever that word is, that autistics, people who are autistic tend to have. Yes, gotten in trouble echoing people and their way of speaking. It's only 'cause I like it. Okay, what do we got? We got the fish and the sea serpent. Beautiful. Both oceanic. Okay, and the sea serpent came out in yesterday's reading. And do I remember? Svadhisthana. Yes, Svadhisthana chakra. In her own abode. Svadhisthana translates as in her own abode. Okay. So, healing emotional wounds and expressing desires. This is what's the process here. The energy of expression, which is in line with this verdigris agaric. Whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire, the sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. Okay. This is about getting yourself out there, tapping in to your creative center and using it to make gorgeous even more gorgeous. Okay, restless, change of focus, lost in the current. Interesting, because we talked about the current and the sea serpent. The fish loves to be subsumed in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement, and more movement. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to a weariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast ocean, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. There's clarity. Spend some time with the lunar forces, dear fish, as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. Okay, so we've got many confirmations of this stillness, connectedness, while being in your gorgeousness. Okay? Yes. While being gorgeous. I feel like we should get a archetype here. Let's see if I can shuffle this. Kind of. Okay, archetype. What archetype is relevant for us today? Oh, we got a flipper. Venom. The Venom. Ooh, okay, Venom. Okay, the Venom. A 63, you say? the poison, the curse, the toxin. Ooh. Much to our dismay, the venom is always lurking in the shadows in one form or another. Its toxic presence may be found in our relationships, our thoughts, our speech, or environment. Thankfully, the cycle of purification in detoxification comes so naturally that it is built into our every exhale. We breathe out carbon dioxide, and the plants return it to us as oxygen. Archetypal venom is rarely remedied as easy, however, and it can come in potent forms and qualities that are deeply damaging to us and to the world. When the venom card appears, there is a harmful substance in our psychic realm that must be identified. Perhaps your words have a sting of poison about them. Perhaps a relationship is slowly draining your reserves. Acknowledgement is the first step. Change is the second. The remedy will reveal itself in time, and with it, forgiveness. Okay. So this makes me think of when we were talking about the clarity of the pool, right? The stillness that we create, which allows us to see all things clearly, and the difference being when it is tumultuous and turbulent and all that kind of stuff. The little things can sneak in and we can't see it as clearly. So the remedy for venom is a mindfulness on what you consume, what you bring in, what you entertain, what you allow into your pool. Self-realization through suffering is definitely where we've come from, okay? And this is the other thing. When you have successfully removed all poisons and toxins from your pool, the clarity that you gain, receive, is its own affirmation and encouragement to keep the pond clean, right? Because you understand how devastating to the balance of everything that a little poison can have, right? Something like that. The spreading of the venom is like a chain reaction. When we strike others, it is likely we have ourselves been struck. Break the cycle. Interesting. I'm being shown the image of the generations and how this generation shields the next one from all the toxic ancestral patterns that have been passed down. So I also want to say we're releasing those toxic ways, right? And sometimes that's even recognizing it's usually recognizing our own toxicness as part of the clearing of your pool, right? It's part of your magician ways. Someone tries to give you something like a poisoned apple, and you render the poison ineffective through your consistent connection and atmospheric maintenance. Yes, something like all of that. Okay, let's get a kitty card here. We've got solitude. Okay. Can we get any more confirmations of the stillness? Meet Lily. She sits contently in the center of the sky. Everything is vast, still, and quietly beautiful. The wind might rustle a song out of the leaves, but she is far from human voices and other meows and hisses. Lily contains the sweet, peaceful expanse of solitude. She will return to the world soon, but for now, let's not disturb her. Find your own space to meet yourself. Perhaps it is in the woods, or perhaps it is on a crowded dance floor with your eyes closed. When you are alone, it is easier to hear your own voice, to discern your longings and rekindle faith in yourself. This is why the hermit is part of the journey, because of this necessity. Because when you are alone, it is easier to hear your own voice, to discern your own longings and rekindle faith in yourself. Beautiful. Okay. Yes. Let's get an affirmation for us. Okay, affirmation. Oh, that's a lot. All the affirmations in the world. Okay. What do we got here? There is no blame. Things happen. I release the need to blame anyone, including myself. We are all doing the best we can with the understanding, knowledge, and awareness we have. Look at the black kitty. Okay. This is part of taking ownership and responsibility, accountability for self. I see clearly. Woo, right? Clarify. I willingly forgive. I breathe love into my vision, and I see with compassion and understanding. My clear insight is reflected in my outer sight. Beautiful. I see my parents as tiny children who need love. Okay, this is giving me this past toxic, generational toxicities. I have compassion for my parents' childhoods. I now know that I chose them because they were perfect for what I had to learn. I forgive them and set them free, and I set myself free. You know, I was just having a conversation today about that, something along those lines. Okay, and my thoughts are creative, beautiful. Yes, they are. I say out to every negative thought that comes to my mind. No person, place, or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. I create my own reality and everyone in it. Whoa. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, you do. Beautiful. Okay, some charmers. Like that. Oh, wow. It's too many. It's too many. Or the perfect amount. Okay, let's look at them. Let's get in there. Okay, we got the cheetah. Fast moving energy after a tower. We've got double nuts. Okay, we've got the 2 acorns of possibilities coming together. Why? 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 There it is. Okay. And we've got the turtle vibe, slow and steady. Okay, celebrate this time of this pace that you're at now, because we've got the cheetah here. Okay. Also, this as above, so below. We've got sturdy stability. We've got the amethyst spider, so protecting your joy, your Wunjo. We got the little moon and the star here, so wishes at night, making wishes come true. Okay, we got the dolphin here, which is beautiful with the joy. We've got luck. We've got anchoring. Okay. Anchoring in your own self. Looking within your self-recognition. We've got the tree in which you rest upon, that you ground within. We've got your work. We got another turtle here and another dolphin. What? Double dolphin vibes. Okay, this is your power as a magician, making miracles happen. We've got the going with the flow. Okay, I feel like the things that you release is allowing you to flow with greater ease, which makes sense, right? You're holding on to all this stuff and it overcomplicates and makes things crowded and stressful. Okay, this is the work. The work is releasing and knowing what to release, right? And recognizing your own potential. Beautiful. What's this? Two swanny swans. Okay, I feel like this is spirit and your relationship. You are looked after. You're gorgeous. Don't judge yourself at the speed in which you move. Okay, we've got lots of movement happening. And you're gorgeously being patient as the things are moving in your favor. Okay, so we got two turtles, two turtle doves, and two dolphins. Okay, actually, we've got lots of twos. We got two acorns. We got two swans. We got two dolphins. We've got two turtles. Beautiful. They're gorgeous. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if those helped or not, but there they are. And there you are. So continue on being gorgeous. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.